Here we want to find the area of a circle. We want to label the units, and we actually want to use the pi symbol on our calculator and round to the nearest hundredths. So you may be familiar with pi, which is just a mathematical symbol that looks something like this, and it approximately equals 3.14 ... Those dots mean that the numbers go on forever. 3.14 is just an approximation, and if you use 3.14 instead of the pi symbol, your numbers are actually going to be a little off. So in order to get them correct, it is important that you use the pi symbol, not 3.14. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this problem using the Desmos calculator. Next, we need to know what our formula is. So the area of a circle is represented by pi times radius squared. So we need to know what the radius is. Well, in our picture given here, this line given cuts through the center and it goes from one end of the circle to the other. That is known as a diameter. Now the radius is actually half of the diameter because a radius goes from the center of the circle to one end. So it doesn't actually go through the entire circle, it just goes from the center to one end of the circle, and that is the radius. So whenever you're given the diameter, you can divide by 2 to get the radius. So here our diameter is 23.2. So I'm going to divide by 2 in order to get my radius. So I'm going to get 11.6 as my radius. Now that I have radius, I have all the information I need to actually find the area. So using the formula, area is going to equal pi symbol times, well, the radius, which is 11.6, and we're going to square that. So once I have this, I actually can go to my calculator. So I'm going to show you on my screen here. I'm going to go to desmos.com, which is just an online calculator, and I'm going to click on scientific. So now you see I have a calculator on the screen, and I want to find pi. So I'm going to go on this bottom left, there's the pi symbol. There's the approximation times, in parentheses, I'm going to write 11.6, and then I'm going to square that. So I'm going to click on this a power 2 to square the number, and then I'm going to close my parentheses. So now my calculator is giving me 422.7327 ... But my instructions said that I needed to round to the nearest hundredth. So the hundredth is that second number after the decimal place. And because I want to round to that second number, I need to look at the third number after the decimal place and determine whether that 3 is going to stay the same or it's going to go up 1. Because that third number is less than 5, then the 3 is going to stay the same. If that third number was actually 5 or bigger, then I would change that 3 to a 4. The number would go up 1. So my rounded answer for area would be 422.73. And we want to remember to label our units. So in our example, we used inches. And because we're dealing with area, that would be inches squared.